every night is like a daze. But oh, I feel embraced as I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. Oh, every night is like a daze. But oh, I feel embraced as I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. Yeah, I'm feeling stuck, maybe out of luck. I'm falling in and out of time. I hope that you come home, please pick up the phone. I need to know if you are fine. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. Oh, every night is like a daze. But oh, I feel embraced as I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken.
The world has been broke down. The world is just announced. Final time is now. The final time to bow. But I will not get down. For you can't force me now. Awakening is clear. I could show you how. I could show you how to fight them. I could show you how to defeat them now.
every night is like a daze. But oh, I feel embraced, yes, I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. Oh, every night is like a daze. But oh, I feel embraced, yes, I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. Yeah, I'm feeling stuck, maybe out of luck. I'm falling in and out of time. I hope that you come home, please pick up the phone. I need to know if you are fine. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. Oh, every night is like a daze. But oh, I feel embraced, yes, I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken.
Yo, how is everyone doing today? Welcome yet again to another Forward Assault tournament over here. We got the Art of Warfare tournament. How is everyone doing today? I'm doing excellent today. I'm looking at the chat right now. Remedy, Scream, Daniel, Fakes, Rise, Checo, Mendiso, Smash, Jet, Speedy, Scream, Smash. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. There's so many more in the chat, but I can't hope to mention all of you because there's so many of you, just trickling down. We really do appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, welcome to another Forward Assault Art of Warfare stream. This is the finals, round 1, part 2, because we did have 3 matches on Friday. Today, Sunday, we are finishing up the roundabout over here. We got Gangstars versus Rise today, so that's going to be a very interesting matchup today. And yeah, I want to see your predictions in the chat. Let me know who you think is going to win in the chat below. If you think Gangstars is going to take the W or if Rise is going to take the W. Both teams, definitely can hang with the top dogs, but it's going to be a tough one. I don't know. Smash, yo, shout out to you, my dude. Thank you very much for tuning in. And yeah, so just taking a look at the points real quick. So as you can see, both teams steadily increasing their points. Both teams starting off at 1,000 points, of course, but you see right there, they're fairly even. Nothing too significant in terms of dips or, you know, raises in their points. Both Rise and Gangstars seeming to be fairly parallel right there. Obviously having a few dips here and there, but steady enough rise for both of them. There was, of course, a little bit of a dip there for the Gangstars, or the Rise side of things. But that's okay, because, you know, point system, the more points you get, the better your chances are of continuing on. And yeah, so taking a look at the stats over here real quick, so you can see the stats versus Gangstars and Rise, the matchup over here, the match ratio, so the 1.33 W, so that's for Rise, and then Gangstars 3.76. So, you know, definitely like a little bit, I believe a little bit more than double the match W's for Gangstars, but it could also just come down to, you know, who can totally overwhelm their opponent, or even just squeak out a W, right? Gangstars seem to have the stats in their favor, all stats, you know, in their favor, but then again, it's not necessarily always stats. On Friday, I believe we saw the exact same thing right there. Stats don't necessarily mean everything, right? There was a situation with one of the teams, and it's escaping my mind right now, but one of the teams, I think it was Team Syndicate, that had basically all the stats in their favor, but they were not able to squeak out the win. And sometimes, like Jake and I keep mentioning, it's not always stats that actually, you know, come into fruition and give you a W, right? They're definitely good indication, 100%. But you can never forget the underdogs, right? Underdogs, they're an underdog for a reason, right? They're hungry and they're waiting for their time, right? But yeah, going over the bracket real quick over here, we got Team Syndicate and Winx, Gangstars and Rise on the left side of things, and on the right side we got D2R Mystic versus XXIV, Nemesis, and Patriot. So definitely those matches were a sight to see. We got D2R Mystic advancing versus XXIV, and then Nemesis taking that W over Patriot, and then Winx is the other team that was escaping my mind there. So Team Syndicate and Winx, they had a head-to-head as well on Friday, and Team Syndicate was the team that had the better stats, but that didn't necessarily translate into an actual win. Team Winx ended up pulling off that W. Today we're gonna have to wait and see if that's the case yet again, and I'm definitely hoping for a really solid matchup today. We should be good to go really soon, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. I know I'm gonna have a blast today. Speedy, where's Jake? Jake cannot be here, unfortunately, but that's okay. You got me today, and yeah, Jake is he's doing some stuff. He'll be on when he can, of course. GS win. Okay, Suicide Sheep is saying GS win. Checo is saying Rise win. We are almost ready to go. I believe we're almost ready to go indeed. Just really making sure over here that all the teams are good to go. Might have to switch sides over here on the overlay side of things. Not 100% sure, but don't forget we do have a gold giveaway after this matchup, and each and every single matchup. Today it's just one match. We got Gangstars versus Team Rise, and we should be ready to go in just a moment, folks. Over here, just getting everything settled in, and I do believe we are good to go. Live. Alrighty, folks. We are live. Have received confirmation that we are live. Alrighty, so we're going to start off over here with Boo from Team Rise. 5v5 scenario round has just started. And it seems to be around that. Oh my goodness, General Gore and Equilibrium take the first frags right there. We got Ash down to 3 HP with this pistol round, trying to see if they can possibly bully their way onto the bomb site, and that's exactly what happens. Gangstars does indeed bully their way onto the B bomb site. Very well played by them, and that's one of those things that you got to toggle spectator. There we go. Interestingly enough, there we go. Okay. Gucci. We're going to try and see if they're going to push up onto the B market. That's exactly what's going on over here. I don't think they're going to be able to spot this right now because we got Boo in a really nice corner in market. They're seeming to push up towards the B bomb site over here on the back end of things. 3 pushing up the B long, putting down some shots is Richard. Not able to connect with anything. Little do they know, 2 people are on the B bomb site. 1 is on market, but Boo and Zephyr take out General War first. And Trey's going down 4v3, 3v3 as I say that. And there's one person that's in a very opportunistic corner over here and not able to do anything is Zephyr. Groot takes the L there. That is his clan tag. Chris and General Gore clean him up. The B bomb site is fully clear, but it's a 2v2 as Merlin and crew Boo over there at the back put in a few shots onto Richard, but not able to finish anything up over there because Example, his friend and homie, is helping him out. And it's a 1v2 scenario. Bomb is going to be planted on B, except Merlin, my dude, almost caught rather. What is English there? Almost caught Richard planning, but luckily for him, Example was making an example of him down by B Ruins and was able to clean him up before he caused any mayhem. Gangstars is up right now 2-0 in terms of round count. Yes, indeed, that is right, Merlin. Use code esports the mobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. But as of right now, we do have a 30% off code. So that code is normally 10%. Right now, it's 30% off. So use code esports mobile for 30% rather off anything and everything on gfuel.com. And as I go on about that, we got 3 fallen actually for the side of Gangstars. So right now, this is a very opportunistic time for the side of Rise. The CTs are able to basically just chillax and wait for Gangstars to make their move, and they do have the numbers. They have a 3-man advantage. This should spell out a round win for the CTs of Rise, but then again, we do have Richard and company over here, Chris, who are definitely no slouches when it comes to clutches. We're gonna have to, just hang on tight and see if anything like that will happen right now, but Chris does actually get tagged up from, I believe, mid-stairs as they're trying to cross over to the B bomb site. Just under a minute left in this round. Will Chris and company get... Yes, he does actually get cut down. Oh my goodness. 1v5. Boo, my dude. Putting down some shots onto the Richard down in mid. And just like that, my dudes on the CT side of things, Rise, get their first round win on Gangstars right now. They are still trailing 1-2 as we head into this next round. Preston, what's up, man? How you doing, my dude? Thanks for tuning in. Sergio, what's up? How you doing? Suicide Sheep came in. XXIV Devil, Bane, Divine, Forex, Toyo, Copen. Oh, Copen with the stress. Jeez. What's up, man? Thank you very much for tuning in. Taking a look at the scoreboard real quick. We got Example at 4-1 on the side of Gangstars. We got Boo at 4-2 on the side of Gangstars. And Boo actually getting a hit marker right there with a grenade. I believe he got it mid, so that's information that's very valuable for his team. And I believe he did call that out. But as I say that, Chris and Ash have a Duke and fight back there. And Chris does end up winning it 4v5 as Chris does put down the first player on the side of Rise. 2 players going down for the side of Rise right now as Chris finds one on Sovietico. And I do believe... Oh my goodness! Boo and Zephyr and Sovietico putting in some work and making it 3v3. But Richard says, nah, man, not today. I'm putting my foot on the metal right here and making sure that this is an opportunistic time for my team. As an example, and Richard get bombed down on B. And this is all left to Boo. 41 HP. Can Boo pull off this clutch 1v2? Does have a little bit of time to work with, but definitely has to book it really, really quickly to the B bomb site. There's 1% on his right. Is he going to be able to see anything over here? Are they going to peek, or are they just going to chillax? They're going to peek, and Boo gets some shots down, but not able to connect with anything. And Example makes a very tidy example of him. And I don't know when I'm going to stop those puns, but whenever I do, I'll let y'all know. Gangstars takes another round win right there. They lead 3-1 right now in terms of round count. And now, like I keep saying, Jake and I keep saying, that's don't necessarily mean everything, because if you take a look at things, Boo 6-3, so definitely has 1 more over Example, but Example has two less deaths. And if you take a look at the rest of the scoreboard, the crew of Rise is definitely, just lacking a little bit in terms of the KD. But that being said, they're definitely not out for the count as they do even it up 4-4 as General Gore does indeed find the floor. Oh my goodness gracious me. What am I doing over here with the rap game? Alrighty, 4v3. Richard and crew in a tight situation right here as they are down a person. Oh my goodness, but Chris saying, nah, I got you. I got you indeed. 3v3, minute 17 left in this round. Chris and his company right there. I'm not exactly sure who that was. I think that might have been Richard. Richard got a little overzealous and does pay the price. But Chris, again, my dude, seems to be always in the kill feed on the positive side of things. 2v1. We got Ash and Merlin versus Chris right here. Can Chris tap fire over here? Doesn't he try and tap fire? Doesn't connect with anything. He should be able to get away with his life if he doesn't get too overzealous. But then again, as I say that, Chris does indeed. And Ash right there puts him in the ground and just makes sure he's dead and stabs him real quick. Right now, we got one round that separates these two teams. And it seems as if both teams have the slaying power. It's just whoever can trade out a little bit more efficiently. That's definitely what it's looking like today. But I don't know. I don't know because both teams, like I mentioned, they have been steadily rising up. Of course, Gangstars definitely has more points, but then again, that's not necessarily translating into a W as of right now because they are actually very tightly knit right here. 3v3, 3v2. Merlin finds equilibrium, putting him down. Bomb is in the B market. Boo putting down some shots saying, hey, I'm over here. Don't come over here. And if you do, you're going to find some bullets coming at your noggin. Minute 24 left. Boo got very, very, very overzealous there. An example, just making a tidy indeed example of him. 2v2, 1 minute and 13 seconds left in this round. Yes, indeed, both teams are recording. Everyone on each team is recording, and recordings will be reviewed after the matchup just to make sure everyone's on the up and up. And as well as that, they are not able to stream watch because there's a 50-second delay on the the streaming service that we use over here at Mobile Esports, as well as YouTube has another typically 2 to 6 second delay. It can vary, so it's almost a minute long. And by the time the round is, any information that you can gather is there, the round's basically over, or the people have moved. So there's really no way to stream watch unless you literally just stay still for the whole minute. So yeah. And Gangstars takes that round yet again right there, making it an example. And I really got to find a better pun, but I'm gonna stick with that until I do find a better example. But it's 8-2 right now is his KD on the side of Gangstars. Boo 7-5, so definitely no slouches. They both have two people that can definitely hang. It's just whether or not they can hang the long run. General Gore finds a kill right there with a frag grenade. Very well placed by him. And Richard and crew over here trying to push up the long. Bomb is not actually going to be pushed up. I thought it was, but it looks like they're just playing this a little bit safer and just making sure that they can actually push up. Little do they know there are actually 3 players on the B bomb site. As example is actually trying to cut off one of them in the market, but little does he know there's 2 people there, and he gets incredible forward assault timing right there. And Boo putting down some shots at 13 HP. 4v3. Bomb is not planted yet, but Boo and crew finding a kill of their own and leaving this situation into a 1v2 for Gangstars right here. Richard trying to put some shots down, not able to connect with anything that kills, and just like that, Richard pulls out his pistol, his Glock, and just goes pew 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 and takes down Richard. And Gangstars' lead is actually cut down by 1 yet again. So these two teams are basically back and forth, back and forth. We're gonna have to wait and see if some sort of snowball effect is going to happen, or if we can see over here the cash situation on both teams. We got a little bit of a better cash situation, I'd say, on the side of Rise, actually, interestingly enough. Actually, I think it's more or less even. I think both teams have kind of bought weapons, but not bought out by any means. A few kills going down in the kill feed. 2v4. I blinked and literally I believe about half the lobby went down right there. Yes, indeed, half the lobby did go down. General Gore and Equilibrium making sure that Merlin and company are not able to get another round. They're not able to get momentum. They're down 2 rounds right now, but definitely not out for the count. Taking a look at the scoreboard yet again, we have Ash on the top of the scoreboard for Rise. Examples at 9 and 3 for Gangstars, Ash at 8 and 5, and it trickles down there. But Boo is actually also, you know, helping his crew right there, 8 and 7 on Rise. Chris on the other side of things for Gangstars, 7 and 7. So like I was saying, it's not terribly uneven when it comes to gun skill. It seems to be fairly evened out across the board. It's just coming down to who can break those sights and, you know, get those objectives done. And we see example carrying hard AF is what coping with stress says. I mean, not necessarily. Kills wise, he's doing very well. But like I said, it seems to be a team effort all through and through for both sides of things. As we have Gangstars pushing up onto the B-bomb site, a full commitment from them. Example and Chris, as well as Equilibrium, finding the 2 entry frags necessary to make sure that they can push up onto the bomb site. But as I say that, oh my goodness gracious me, 2 players for the side of Gangstars go down. That incredible backstab right there, flanking maneuvers from Team Rise, but might have been in vain. No pun intended there, vain, because Merlin and crew, which is just him, stuck with the M98 sniper rifle, trying to push up just a little bit to get maybe another angle, and he does indeed push up, but gets tagged up immediately down to 33 HP, so that is gonna spell probably the end of him unless he could get a sniper kill with a no-scope. Unfortunately for him, not able to do that, and he does fall. In that situation, I don't know why you would give up that be long, because you have a sniper rifle. That's literally what the sniper's meant for, is long range engagements, like very long range engagements, and that's the strength. I understand trying to get the cutoff there, but if you're trying to get the cutoff, you have to pick up that kill right there. If you don't pick that up, that is incredibly difficult for you to clutch up. Incredibly difficult, especially with a team like Gangstars that don't really give you much breathing room. And if they do, then you got to take advantage of it, which is, it might be starting to slip away over here, at least on this side of things for the Rise roster. But kill wise, they're definitely very evened up over here. 3 HP is Equilibrium, who is pushed up onto the B-bomb side, but as I say that, Example and Equilibrium finding frags right there, or Example rather, with the help of Equilibrium, putting down some shots in his body. 2 and 4 right now is the body count for Gangstars. Merlin and Sovietico are trying to do what they can, but unable to do so is Merlin, and then Sovietico does indeed fall right after that. I don't know, man. Right now at this point, it's going to be very difficult for Rise to get anything going if they can't seem to find the kills. Because if you can't find kills, or if you get first blooded every time or most times, it's very difficult to do much, right? You can have the best teamwork in the world, but if they happen to catch you off a nade or off a rotation or something like that, then it's kind of not really too relevant if you have the best communication, right? Because you just got tagged, you got caught in the crossfire and you're dead. And like I said, I think one of the players for Rise did indeed end up dropping out. Not exactly sure what happened there. DQ, General Gore though, and crew making tidy work of them, and 2 players left alive for the side of Rise. This is starting to look fairly one-sided. It was looking, you know, back and forth about 3 rounds ago, but ever since then, Gangstars seems to have found their groove, or Rise and Merlin's crew over here might have just run out of gas. I'm not exactly sure, but we are, you know, gonna have to wait and see if they can end up picking up the W. I seem to believe over here that okay, never mind. I thought he was gonna try and buy an op. I am mistaken. Equilibrium finding over here a nade spot, cheeky nade spot. Is it gonna connect with anything? 3, 2, 1. Did actually connect with Merlin. Oh my goodness gracious me. Where did that nade land? I believe it landed somewhere around mid steps, if I'm not mistaken. Equilibrium showing how much he knows. His nade spots are seeming to, you know, bring kills in for his team right now. Zephyr and Chris exchanging kills right there, though, making this a 1v4 scenario for Rise. Sovietico, rather, does indeed fall. 9-3 right now is the round count in favor of Gangstars. You gotta go now, Extra. Extra, my dude. What's up, man? How you doing? Schlurk? What's up, man? Thank you very much for tuning in. Toyo. What's up? How are you doing today? I do appreciate each and every one of you who is tuning in today. We got Richard showing his nade spots yet again. Is he going to be able to connect with anything? Nope, not able to do that. Let's take a look on the side of Merlin over here. Putting down some shots is Chris and General War, but Merlin and crew are pushing up towards the top of Palace. I don't think they're going to be able to get too much done, but as I say that, two fall for the side of Gangstars. Or actually not Gangstars, sorry, Rise. And Merlin and who is this? Sovietico are left in a very tight bind. Not sure if they're going to be able to do anything, and they are not indeed. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to swallow right there. 4v1. I don't know what else you can really do if you're Rise, because it's a 3v1 right now, as Merlin was actually able to get one kill. But if you can't get those pistol rounds, then I mean, it's gonna set you back with the economy a little bit. Nope, I do not want a software update. No, thank you very much. Okay, so taking a look at the scoreboard again, 10-10 for Rise. Ash is on the top, and then it just goes negative all the way down. Then Richard on the bottom of the leaderboard at 5-4 for Gangstars, but Example and General Gore both 15 kills apiece. Wow. And 4 deaths for Example, as he actually takes the lead right there, and then 7 for General Gore. Shots going down, 4v1. I do believe that it's actually going to be, never mind, 5v2. 5v2. I miscounted their Example, taking out Merlin. And this seems to have just snowballed really, really quickly. Unfortunately for the side of the Rise team, the Rise squad right here, youngsters coming up, I don't know. It might just be that they're lacking, you know, just kind of composure, right? They gotta stop maybe getting tilted and then trying to regain their composure. I could be 100% wrong, but typically with a younger roster, that's what ends up happening. Gangstars, of course, very seasoned veterans over here. Example, General Gore, Chris, Equilibrium, and Richard. So it's no surprise to me right now that they are, you know, definitely putting in some work. Would it have been nice to have seen maybe a few more rounds go back and forth? 100%. But it might not come to fruition, as one round separates these two teams from ending this matchup. Gangstars are right now at match point, and yes indeed, so far as of right now we have $1,270, so $1,270 and growing, which is going to be contributed into the prize pool for the Forward Assault Art of Warfare Champions in partnership with Blaze Games and G Fuel Energy Formula. And if you do want to contribute to that, please do go ahead and check out the shop in the Forward Assault application, and you could contribute and buy the Forward Assault op skin, the Art of Warfare skin, and that will contribute to the prize pool. Back to the gameplay though, minute 35 left in this round. Gangstars are definitely in a position to take this W, but Zephyr and crew over here on the side of Rise definitely not making it too easy, as Richard puts down some shots onto Zephyr, who is 1 HP with bomb. Oh my goodness, this is going to be critical. 1 HP and a dream, as Arcade over here pushing up, just chillaxing. Oh my goodness, top of Palace, 1 HP. He is, if I were on this other side of things, I would just rush this dude. And that's exactly what they end up doing over there, and making it impossible for the side of Rise to take that W. GG's right there. Let's take a screenshot real quick. GG's to both teams. Unfortunately for the Rise fans and Rise team, not able to pull out a clutch W, but that's okay. They got some experience, and you know, sometimes you gotta put your butt on the line. And kudos to them. Props to them for staying in and sticking in with the matchup. And Gangstars, congratulations on your W. You got that W, 13-3 over Team Rise. Very well played by y'all. Foxity, I see you there. Taco Cat, improving, Speedy, Desiree, Extra, Sergio. Who else is here? Rasmi, yo, what's up, my dude? Plopskia? think. Vane, what's up? Gryffindor? I don't know. Vertical, what's up? How you doing? LCSNM, Gank, MDKY, what's up? Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Awesome games today, or game rather, matchup. The first few rounds seem to be going back and forth, but unfortunately for the side of Team Rise, not able to produce a W. But that is okay. That is okay. They can keep on trucking, trying to do their best in potential future tournaments, or even just scrims, right? But yeah, Crosby, I love you. Yo, Zeus, what's up? Thank you very much for tuning in. Merlin, sup? What's up? Speedy, Brian, Miguel, gangsters for the W. I see you there. All right, so we're gonna go and start off the gold giveaway. It's gonna be a 1K gold giveaway. The hashtag will be hashtag GSWin, followed with your forward assault in game name. So go ahead and type that into the chat below. Hashtag GSWin, followed with your forward assault in game name. Go ahead and type that in. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Do way better. You didn't think I'm just a two-time video game champion, do you?
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. I see y'all in the chat improvings. I am J, D2R or DR2 Cray. What's up? Personalities. What's up? XO3, Zero, Preston, Onik, Puppeteer, Team Rise, Taco, Preston Cheese. I'm sorry I can't pronounce that name, but I can't read it. Bavaria, General Suda, what's up? Thank you very much for tuning in. I do really appreciate each and every one of you who has tuned in to today's stream, as well as past streams, and continue to tune into our mobile esports live streams. Really do appreciate it on the side of the mobile esports side of things. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get this giveaway on the road. Congratulations to my dude Puppeteer, congratulations, dude. 1K gold headed your way very shortly. Thank you very much for tuning in, my dude. Enjoy the gold and use it wisely, my dude. But I think that's all I got for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did, please make sure to leave a like as well as a follow. Go ahead and click that notification bell to be notified when we upload and or are live on YouTube, and go ahead and check out our social media on Twitter as well. That's esports_mobile. That's our Twitter at esports_mobile. And don't forget, if you are in the market for some G Fuel or some awesome energy, clean energy for your body, please go ahead and use that code esportsmobile for 30% off. Right now, we got a 30% off code. That code again is esportsmobile on gfuel.com. Anything right there on gfuel.com. I'm going to go ahead and link that down in the chat below for those of you who do want that that extra kick in the rear. But yeah, that's about it from me. If you do enjoy my face, please go ahead and check out my socials. I'll leave that linked in the live chat right now. And yeah, that's about it from me. If you do also want to check out Jake, my dude, is an awesome homie as well. He's going to be down in the chat below. Go ahead and check his face out as well. Without further ado, that's about all I got for you today. Thank you very much for tuning in, and go ahead and check out my channel down below. I got some stuff brewing in the short term and long term. Thank you very much for tuning in. Take it easy.